When it was Percy's turn to sleep, he dreamed about the same old man and his son in the same prison from the last dream. Only this time, the prison cell looked more like a workshop now. Percy saw the man holding up what looked like a set of human-sized wings. Metal wings constructed from thousands of interlocking feathers. "It is done," he announced. The boy smiled. "You're a genius, Father." The old man smiled. "Tell me something I don't know, Icarus. Now come, let's get strapped in." "You first, Father," Icarus said. "You made them. You should have the honor of wearing them first." Icarus helped his father get strapped in, but then... boom! Something heavy was banging on the door. Daedalus helped Icarus put on his wings just in time before the king's guards broke in with a battering ram. "Well, well, well," the king said cruelly. "I was curious to see how far you'd get in this little project before I dashed your hopes. And I must say I'm impressed." "We're leaving, Minos," the old man said. "You let my daughter escape, old man. You drove my wife to madness. You killed my monster and made me the laughingstock in the Mediterranean. You will never escape me." Icarus grabbed the wax gun and sprayed it at the king and his guards in their faces. Together, the inventor and his son shot into the sky on their bronze wings carried by the updraft. "Shoot them!" the king yelled, but his guards had no bows. They soared away from their tower prison and beyond the shores of Crete. "Icarus," Daedalus called, "keep your wings as still as possible. Don't flap, glide." But Icarus couldn't hear him with the wind in his ears and kept flapping, and soon all his feathers started falling off until there were none left. "Father!" Percy woke with his heart beating fast. He felt like he'd just been falling. The corridor was dark in the constant moaning of the labyrinth. He thought he could hear the anguished cry of Daedalus calling his son's name as Icarus, his only joy, plummeted toward the sea 300 feet below. After eating some granola bars and juice boxes for breakfast, they were moving on until Percy stopped underneath what looked like a drain pipe. He could see daylight behind the bars and something that looked a lot like a cow. "It's a cattle guard," Grover said. "A what?" "You know, those bars that people put on the ground so cows can't escape the ranch. They just get stuck if they tried. They're beyond annoying." "Believe me, I know just from having hooves." Percy turned to Annabeth. "Didn't Hera say something about a ranch? We should check it out. Nico might be up there." She hesitated. "All right, but how do we get out?" Tyson solved that problem by punching the cattle guard. It popped off and went flying out of sight. They were on a ranch all right, one with rolling hills that stretched to the horizon. But the cows they saw weren't normal cows. The cows were cherry-colored cows. "Red cattle," said Annabeth. "They're sacred to Apollo." "Holy cows?" Percy asked. "Exactly. But what do they do?" A two-headed greyhound jumped out from out of the bushes, snapping and snarling. "Nice Janus doggy," Tyson said. "Good Janus doggy." "Arf," Grover said, but apparently his doglish wasn't helping, even if the dog could understand. Then a middle-aged guy popped out of the bush, probably the dog's master. He had white hair and a beard. He was wearing a cowboy hat, jeans, a denim jacket, and a shirt that said, "Don't mess with Texas." "Heel, Orthus," he told the dog in a southern accent. "Half-bloods," he said, staring at the kids. "I know half-bloods when I see 'em. I'm a half-blood myself, you know. I'm Eurydion, son of Ares, and I work in this here ranch. Y'all came in here through the labyrinth, I reckon, just like the other one." "The other one?" Percy asked. "You mean Nico D'Angelo?" We get loads of visitors through the Labyrinth, the man said. Not many ever leave. Wow, said Percy. I feel welcome. I'll only say this once, demigods, the man said. Leave now and back to where you came from before it's too late. We're not leaving, said Annabeth. Not until we see this other demigod. Please? Then you leave me no choice, Missy. I'll have to take you to the boss. Why do I feel like there's something familiar about this?